In 1987, investigators in San Diego cracked a case that had gone cold for years. They didn't use a confession. They didn't use a wiretap. They used 5 bags of garbage, left curbside on a Tuesday morning. What they found inside didn't just solve a crime. It rebuilt a person's entire life, piece by piece, receipt by receipt. Because it turns out, your trash doesn't lie, and it doesn't forget. There's an actual science built around this. It's called Garbology, the study of what we throw away and what it reveals about who we really are. It's been used by the FBI, by archaeologists digging through ancient trash pits to understand entire civilizations, by marketing firms trying to figure out what you actually buy versus what you tell a survey you buy. And by the end of this video, you're going to look at your own kitchen trash can completely differently. Because whether you like it or not, it's already telling your story. If you're new here, this is Explainify series, where we dig into the strange science hiding in ordinary life. You won't regret hitting that subscribe button. In 1973, a University of Arizona archaeologist named William Rathje did something nobody had done before. Instead of digging up pottery shards from a 2,000-year-old civilization, he started digging through the garbage of his own city, Tucson, Arizona, while it was still fresh. He called it the Garbage Project, and what he found immediately broke the rules of how we think about trash. When Rathje's team interviewed households about their alcohol consumption, people consistently underreported how much they drank, sometimes by more than half. But when his team sorted through the actual trash from those same households, the empty bottles told a very different story. People lie in surveys. Their garbage doesn't. And that's just the beginning. Later in this video, I'll show you the single item most people throw away without thinking twice, that reveals more about them than almost anything else in their house. But first, let's talk about what's actually in your kitchen trash right now. Here's something garbologists have known for 50 years. Food waste is basically a diary of your life, written in leftovers. The type of food in your trash can reveal household income. Cheaper, more processed packaging tends to dominate lower-income households, while higher-income households tend to waste more fresh produce, ironically, because they can afford to overbuy. The amount of food waste can reveal family structure. Studies on household waste composition have found that single-person households waste a higher percentage of food per person than larger families, because it's harder to portion meals for one. And the pattern of waste, takeout containers piling up, ready meal packaging, empty delivery bags, can reveal something more personal. Stress, time scarcity, even the slow unraveling of a relationship. When a trash can that used to hold family-sized grocery packaging suddenly holds single-serving containers instead. Your trash doesn't know you're supposed to keep up appearances. It just keeps the receipts. This is where it gets legally fascinating. In the United States, once you place your trash at the curb for collection, in most jurisdictions, you have no reasonable expectation of privacy over it. Courts have ruled, including the U.S. Supreme Court in California v. Greenwood, 1988, that police can search your garbage without a warrant because you've effectively abandoned it to the public. That means your trash has been used to build cases against organized crime figures, corporate fraudsters, and everyday criminals who assumed shredding a document was the same as destroying it. It usually isn't. Investigators call this a trash pull, and it's one of the most legally simple ways to gather evidence on a person, precisely because most people never think to protect what they throw away. There's also a quieter, more personal layer to this. Psychologists who study hoarding behavior have long pointed to a person's relationship with disposal. What they keep, what they can't let go of, what they throw away instinctively versus what they agonize over, as a window into anxiety, grief, and control. On the other end of the spectrum, extreme minimalism in someone's waste can reflect discipline, but it can also, in some cases, reflect an attempt to erase evidence of a life that feels chaotic underneath the surface. Either way, the volume and rhythm of what leaves your house says something about the state of what's happening inside it. It's not just individuals. Corporate espionage investigators have a long, documented history of something called dumpster diving, sifting through a competitor's trash for discarded memos, drafts, or internal documents. It's happened in industries from tech to pharmaceuticals to political campaigns. And it's rarely illegal, for the same reason your household trash isn't protected. Once it's out at the curb, it's fair game. This is exactly why corporate security policies now often mandate shredding and locked disposal bins, because the paper trail people think they've thrown away is sometimes the easiest way in. Earlier, I promised you the one item that gives away more than almost anything else. It's not what you'd expect. It's not alcohol bottles or takeout containers. It's mail. A single piece of unshredded mail. A bank statement, a medical bill, a subscription renewal. Contains your name, your address, sometimes partial account numbers, and a snapshot of your financial or medical life, all in one place. It's the single most common item used in real identity theft cases built from physical trash. Which means the most revealing thing in most people's garbage isn't a secret. It's something they never thought to hide. That 1987 case in San Diego? Investigators rebuilt the suspect's entire financial and personal timeline from receipts, torn letters, and a handful of discarded documents. Enough to place him at the scene, and enough to finally close a case that had sat cold for years. It wasn't a confession. It wasn't surveillance footage. It was garbage, sitting quietly at a curb, waiting to be understood. So next time you take out the trash, take 1 second before you tie the bag. Because somewhere between the leftovers and the mail you forgot to shred, there's a pretty accurate picture of exactly who you are right now. If this made you rethink your own trash can even a little, let me know in the comments the one thing you'd genuinely be embarrassed if someone found in your bin. And if you want more videos that dig into the strange science hiding in ordinary life, subscribe. There's a lot more where this came from.